Well, hello, friends and fellow prospectors. Welcome to episode 93 of West Coast Gold Prospecting. I'm glad you could be here, and I hope you enjoy. So today we're on a tiny little creek, and we're doing something different today. Normally we'd be, as you've seen in my previous videos, we'd be sniping, but it's just been cold lately. Snowed last night, so we're just gonna, pan around and play in the little creek today. Today we got Jeremy with Jefferson State Gold and Rob digging to land. Should be a fun little day. We got a new sluice box to try out from Mountaineer Matt. Thank you, by the way, for sending it, and we're gonna give it a good shot today. So what we're gonna do is search around and try to find a flood gold deposit. I found a couple on this creek, and there has been some chunkier gold found here. So I figured we'd, set up the sluice box and see what we can find. I'll show you what I look for when I'm looking for these. Well, it's just a matter of testing. You just got to look around, check these inside bends and these dropout zones, and go from there. Do a lot of testing, panning. So let's get at it and see if we can find some gold. All right. So first of all, I got the sluice box set up, and it seems like it's running okay, but I'll know more once I start running some material through it, seeing how it's packing up and whatnot. So let me zoom out here a little bit. I'm kind of on an inside bend right here, and what I'm going to do first is start testing these gravels here and see if these are holding anything, because I found a similar deposit just down the creek about 30 yards. So what we'll do is poke around and see what we can find. And then we'll poke around up here. I noticed somebody's done some work up in there. We might go and see what they're after and what it looks like there as well. But trying not to pack buckets too far. I'm gonna classify it down to 1/4 inch into a bucket and feed it that way. So let's get to it. All right. So my first test pan down by the sluice box there, where my bucket is, had one speck in it. So I moved up creek about 20 feet or so, and I dug a little hole in the other side. And this came out of that one, that pan, probably 10 to 12 little specks. So that for me is good enough to classify and run through my sluice. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get to it. I'll show you what the V matting looks like every once in a while here. Yeah. Okay, so I got a half bucket classified down to 1/4 inch, and I've fed probably 10 scoops into this new sluice. We do have gold showing up in the low pro V matting, just little tiny specks here and there. So I did have some bigger pieces in here, and now they have gone down. So what I'm going to do is I put a test pan at the bottom of the sluice box here. I'm going to stop a second, test these tailings, and see if I'm losing anything. And I'll show you if I do or not right now. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Not a single micro speck in the tailings from this. So right on. I'm happy to see that, because I'd hate to test out a new sluice and lose gold. So we'll do it again. I'll finish this half bucket, and we'll see if we got anything in the tailings and go from there. Oh my, liquid just showed up. That don't look like a flake. That looks like it's got some thickness and roundness to it. Oh man. We got some gold piling up on the side here, and a couple pieces in the middle. But that one looks really good. Interesting. So I gotta get your opinion real quick, you guys. If you were testing a new sluice like this, would you go ahead and do a clean out after a half bucket, a full bucket? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So I'm gonna pan this out real quick, the tailings, and see if we're losing anything, and then I'll show you if we are. Okay, so we are losing a little bit of gold here. I got there's probably 5 or 6 little micro dots here, somewhere in there. But so what I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and do a clean out every half bucket, and it's a fixed mat. It just stays right in there, so you don't have to worry about taking the matting out, putting it back in. So anyhow, I'm gonna clean that out real quick and leave it in a pan, and then I'll set it back up and we'll do it again. Clean out every half bucket. Oh my. Check it out. Here's a sneak peek of the first half bucket. That is so hard to see right now. There we go. You can kind of see it there. Sorry about that. Anyhow, here's the first half bucket. Got a chunky little roller piece up there, and I'm super stoked. So I'm gonna get right back to it. See how much we can do today. Should end up being pretty good if I can put in some work. All right, another half bucket through, and there are some flakes showing up all through the mat. Really, a little pile up in here, but not like the first one. So first thing I'm gonna do is take and test the tailings, see if we're losing anything there, and then I'll do a quick clean out. And we'll see what we got. All right, so here we go. Pan the tailings, and we got very, very little, maybe 4 or 5 tiny little micros. Very, very minimal. So I'm happy with that. But I will do a clean out every half bucket just because. All right, let me clean this out. We'll do a sneak peek of what's in this one. All right, so here's a quick sneak peek at the second clean out. Half buckets. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Half buckets. Yeah. It's only like, maybe 6 scoops, 7 scoops in my shovel. Classified to make a half bucket, so yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm gonna get back to it and we'll show you what we find next. All right, so there's where I've been digging. And just for the heck of it, somebody's put in a lot of work here and moved a lot of boulders to get down deep. And I'm just kind of curious what it's like down there. So I'm gonna do a test pan and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, another half bucket down. I haven't done a clean out yet, but there is some gold showing up in the riffles here, the V matting. Oh, I just seen a nice piece back in here. Somewhere in there, I just seen a nice piece. Anyhow, I'll get that cleaned out right now and show you what that, do a little sneak peek. All right, so a quick sneak peek of the third clean out. Put my finger next to it for comparison. That's not too bad. It was about double what I was expecting. Because most of the time I'm going by the indicator mat, the V matting at the top. But on my original sluice, for my main sluice, I had deep V matting, so it catches a good portion. I'd say 80-90% of the fine gold, depending on how I feed it. And this has the low pro V matting, so it doesn't hold on to gold as good as the deep V, but it still does. It'll catch the little fines. The bigger flakes will topple up over the smaller V matting. But anyhow, that's not too bad. I like that. I'm gonna put that in the snuffer bottle and continue on. All right, so here we go. That's my fourth half bucket, 1/4 inch classified. We got some pieces showing up in here. Not very easy to see. And then I just noticed this piece. I don't know if that's gold or not yet, but I think it is. It's got like a shine to it. Oops, sorry. It's got like a shine to it, so I think that might be either a big flake or a chunk. I'm gonna do a clean out right now and I'll show you. All right, so in our tailings we got very, very little. About the same as last time. Well, there's 6 or 8 pieces in this one. 5 or 6 in the last one. So very minimal, and it's all super fine. So not too worried about it. That's why I'm doing clean outs after every bucket. So let's go ahead and clean this out. And I'm really hoping that's a piece of gold there. Can't tell, but I hope so. Let's check it out right now. All right, so here's a little sneak peek of clean out number 4. I don't know how many pieces are in there, probably 30, 40, something like that. sure. A lot of real small, fine stuff, but it's adding up. I'm just dumping it all into another pan over there, and back at it I go. So I'm gonna try to do another 2 or 3, maybe 4 half buckets, and until my back just tells me no. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just finished my 5th half bucket, and we were just over here chatting, me and Jeremy and Steve and Rob, and Rob goes, "Hey, there's a morel." And I look over, and there's, sure enough, there's one right here. It's dying and, you know, done with. But yeah, that was just a trip. I've already been morel hunting this year a few times, and have found very little, like 5 or 6, I think, total. So I wouldn't mind finding a nice little patch that nobody's hit. So anyhow, I'm gonna poke around here for a minute and do that. Try not to get any ticks while I'm doing it. And if I find anything, I'll let you know. I'll show you. All right, so here we are. Got I got it kind of cleaned up. There's still some in the black sand, but this is my last run for the day. We're gonna take this home and get it all cleaned up. There's all the cons there, and probably only maybe 2 spoonfuls of black sand is gonna be about it. So let's go home, get this cleaned up, and we'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so we're back home, and it was a good day. We only did 5 half buckets, so 2.5 full buckets of material ran through that sluice. We were losing a little bit of gold, but I think that's pretty common on every sluice, depending on your feed rate, the pitch, you know, different many different variables. But anyhow, it was great fun, and I do appreciate you sending me the sluice, Matt. For those of you that don't know Mountaineer Matt, go check out his channel. He's got some great content. So let's go inside and see what we got for gold. All right, so here we go. Got the gold somewhat clean. There's a lot more crud in there than I expected, but not too bad. There's only one piece in there I can pick up, that one on right in the center that you can see. But other than that, it's just all fine gold. So let's get this on the scale and see what she weighs. Definitely a fun day. Thank you, Steve and Jeremy, for coming out and hanging out for a little bit. And it was definitely awesome to finally meet you. And I look forward to the next trip out with you. It's going to be a great summer. All right, here we go. What have we got? Hey, all right, 0.140. So almost a 1/10.5. It's not bad for 2.5 buckets of 1/4-inch classified material. So I was gonna do a total for the year on this video, but I think I'll just do it on the next one. I didn't get it all out and ready. So anyhow, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I do hope to have earned your subscription. And until the next one, bye.